So is that it? All the ballots, all the tally sheets turned in. Everybody good? Everybody good? Everybody good? All right. Then in that case, the guy who really actually literally doesn't need any introduction, Mr. Spike Cohen.
Nevada 2022 National Libertarian Convention. Welcome to the Love Fest, guys. Oh, man. Who here is ready to fight for freedom? That was a good first practice. Let's try that again. Who here is ready to fight for freedom? There we go. There we go. I am at the Libertarian Convention. Who here is ready to end the wars that government has declared on us and on innocent people around the world? Who here is ready to create a future that is freer than we could ever imagine right now? Now, who here doesn't want any of that? That guy. Okay, we got one guy. One guy doesn't want that. That's good to know. Remember that. Okay? It's good that we're here to fight, because the reality is we're the only ones to do it. We've seen what government has done, just even in the last 2 years, running roughshod over our lives and over the lives of others, ruining people's livelihoods, destroying people's businesses, destroying people's incomes and their savings, destroying their rights, destroying their lives. That is not going to end until we fix it. Now, thankfully, as a result of those things, a record number and a growing number of people recognize that the ruling class is scamming them. And we have been rising to the occasion to show them a better way. Our bold strategy to fix all of this through freedom, right? We have more libertarians elected now than at any time in recent memory. We have libertarians are getting more attention in old and new media than ever before. Millions of people are joining me every day on making government absolutely miserable on social media. We're doing the work. We're doing the work, and that's good, because as we know, in a statist society, it's not enough to just not be a statist. We must be actively anti-statist. We all know that. We all know that. We all know that. Everybody here is acutely aware of that. Oh, man. So, I'm going to say something that some of y'all might not like, but thankfully, as a libertarian, I'm used to doing that. So, whoever wins here, and we're about to find out very soon, whoever wins here, it's time to move forward, because what we don't need to do is create a new duopoly in this party. We do not... Anytime you feel like clapping, I will stop for you, okay? Okay? This is about you. You want to clap for me, I will stop talking. No. Thank you. Thank you so much. We have a situation where, to a lot of people in this room, you can't just be in another faction or another caucus or disagree with your faction or caucus. They're Nazis. They're blue-pilled loser cucktards. There's a new word you can use. The people who disagree with me, they're not individuals, they're a collective, and I have to treat them that way. I have to look at only the bad actors on their side and ignore the bad actors on my side. I am insistent on creating a duopoly because it doesn't serve me in the least. Let's be very clear. The only difference between the duopoly that's being created in this party and the one that already exists is theirs has power because theirs actually works for them. The purpose of the duopoly isn't that that's a good way to run things. It's to keep everyone distracted from the nonsense they're doing behind the scenes. This doesn't work for us. Distracting us from the real enemy isn't working, and it's not going to work. We need to work together. Remember a minute ago when all of you agreed on all those things I said, ending wars, putting the power back in people's hands, setting America free, creating a freer future. We agree on way more than we disagree on. And all of the people in this room are here because you have made fighting for freedom a major priority in your lives. These are not the people you want as enemies. We already have enemies. Don't make enemies out of people who agree with you. Now look, I'm not calling for unity, okay? There are some major differences here. Some of them are unbridgeable. We have differences in strategy, differences in messaging, differences in whether or not certain libertarian celebrities are good people or bad people. You know, the important stuff. Some of you just don't like each other and aren't going to get along. I'm not calling for you to get along. I'm not even calling for you to pretend to get along. I am just calling for you to stop ripping each other to shreds. Because we use a democratic system to make decisions in this party, there has to be a winner and there has to be a loser. And we're about to find out over the next few hours who the winners and the losers are going to be. So I'm going to tell you this. If you came here to stop a takeover, you need to know, whether you win or you don't win, you need to know that the motivation and the desire from that takeover came from a frustration with the status quo, a frustration that you likely share, and that if you win, you're gonna have to show them how you're gonna fix that status quo and move the party forward. If you came here to take over and disrupt that status quo, you need to know that a lot of the people that have been opposed to that takeover are also frustrated with that status quo. They just didn't like the vibe of the takeover, okay? We're libertarians. If we perceive something to be an invasion, we naturally resist it. If you win, you need to show them that the takeover was for a positive reason and your vision to take this party to the next level. And if you are here to try to get people to work together no matter who wins, God bless you. Let's get this round of applause is for you, by the way. My God. Jesus Christ. So that's what I have to say about that. And I want to end on this. Because of the nature of a political party, we have to argue on how to move forward. Also, for the vast majority of voters out there, a political party doesn't seem like something for them to get involved in. They don't want to get involved in party politics. What we are doing here is necessary. What is happening at this convention is necessary for us to have ballot access, for us to run candidates, all of that stuff. This is necessary, but let's not delude ourselves. What happens on the floor of this convention is not going to set the world free in our lives or anyone else's. What happens at the floor of this convention is not going to change the minds of the 95+% of voters who either have no idea who we are or who think that we're not worth joining or voting for. And by the way, that includes millions of self-identified libertarians. That's just the reality of party politics. People don't look at the Republican convention and say, wow, I'm a Republican, or look at the Democrat convention and say, wow, I'm a Democrat. And they're not going to look at this one and say, wow, I'm a libertarian. They want to see action. They don't want to see infighting. They want to see a bold new direction. And they want to see it from you in your community. Go to your city council meetings and your county council meetings and speak the truth to those corrupt fools and organize and invite for other people to join you. Hell, invite me, I might join you. I like that. I like doing that. Build coalitions with people who agree with you on even one issue and win on that issue with them. Cyberbully the government on social media 24/7 until they delete their accounts. That gets the biggest applause. No, that one's my favorite too. That one's my favorite too. The other ones might have been more important, but that one is truly my favorite too. Let's be clear. Show your neighbors how liberty works in practice and action and not just theory and philosophy, because long before they join us, long before they vote to put a libertarian in the White House, they need to see how liberty works where they live, which, by the way, is where you live. Work to set your community free and bring people into the movement. Stop. Go ahead. Thank you. Stop waiting, if you were waiting, stop waiting for some great libertarian savior to come and magically get everyone to vote libertarians and vote us into the White House where we can trickle down liberty on everyone from Capitol Hill. That's not how this works. This is not Space Jam. Bill Murray is not coming out of nowhere at the last minute to save the day. No one is coming. Absent our action, things are only going to get worse. You don't like double-digit inflation? Wait till your dollars are as worthless as Zimbabwean dollars. You don't like food and formula shortages? Wait till you're lucky to find anything at the store, like in Venezuela. You didn't like lockdowns and mandates? Wait till they put you in camps like they did in Australia. Or weld your door shut so you can starve to death like in China. This isn't from some dystopian novel. This is happening right now, and it will happen here unless we stop it. And while we're stopping that, let's put a stop to everything else they've been doing. The war on guns, the war on drugs, the wars overseas, the war on your income, your savings, your livelihood, your family, your way of life, your personal health choices, your rights, your freedoms. Let's put an end to it and bury it for good. No one is coming to save us. We are here to save us. We are here to spread liberty in our communities. We are here to put liberty and freedom ideas into our cultures. We are here to show people a better and new way. We are here to set America free. We are here for nothing short of a revolution. So let's do it. Now, who's with me?